I think it was a mixture of things, really. Obviously, the main one being the lack of leadership from the club itself. It's shed no light, really, on what it believes is the right or wrong thing from this case, and has made very little comment on it. And I need to establish what was happening. They wouldn't tell me what was happening, and I think I've timed it with that, really.
Well, now, what was their response when you resigned, then?
I haven't spoken to them since that. But, I mean, I spoke to people at the club before I did so. I made it clear that I felt that he should rebuild his career by all means, but not in the football shirt of the team he let down so badly. I think, I do believe in rehabilitation, but I believe to do that you have to move on and move away, and I think it would be both good for, obviously, first and foremost, the victim, but secondly, Mr. Evans himself and the club, because the club's reputation is so clearly in the gutter at the moment.
So just to be clear, you believe that Ched Evans should be allowed to play for another team, just not Sheffield United?
I think he should have the right to rebuild his career. I mean, this isn't really about, just saying, like, that's it, he can never play football again. And I think that's been some of the confusion, I think, that, the silence that we've heard from the FA and the PFA and the club itself has been the confusion. Should a person be able to walk back into the job? Well, no other career can you walk back into the same place of work. And I would suggest if you're going to say, well, you do believe in rehabilitation, which I do, then in that case you have to say, well, it should be another place of work and not the one, not simply walking out of prison and into the same club that he was working at before.
Well, Paul, of course, some would say that Ched Evans has quite an exceptional role. He is, for many, particularly younger boys, a role model, and the fact he's actually expressed no remorse for what was alleged to have happened means that he shouldn't be allowed to play even for another team.
Well, I'm hoping that things will change on that count. I mean, it's not looking likely, but I think one thing he could have done would be the terrible abuse that that Lindsey Graham, Charlie Webster and Jessica Ennis-Hill were getting over social media. That was an ideal time for him to come forward and defend them, because after all they've resigned their position in all honesty. So I'm not sure if that's ever going to happen. If it doesn't happen, it's not up to me to go around and say he can never work in football again. It's up to those clubs to take that decision then. I'm saying as a Sheffield United patron that he can't be at my club. If he's at my club, I really cannot stay there.
It's as you say, it's quite a complex situation, this, because, of course, the club said that they were asked by the professional footballing body to accept Ched Evans back for training, and they were obliged to do that as his last place of employment. But do you think perhaps they shouldn't have even done that? No,
I don't think they should have done that. I think Gordon Taylor is severely misled in expecting Sheffield United to have to do that. I don't know whether it was a request or it was something stronger than a request, but I think the first thing that should have happened would be to get him away from, the club he let down so badly.